The Museum of Television and Radio presents.
You unlock this door with the key of imagination.
Press the button, my friend. Send me back into time.
Space Patrol!
Space, the final frontier.
Make it so, Mr. Data.
Another number.
Time. Warning, warning. There is nothing wrong with your television set. Do not attempt to adjust the picture. We will control the horizontal. We will control the vertical.
Television, science fiction, and fantasy have been partners for a long time. In fact, television itself, the idea of sending pictures through the air, was first imagined by a science fiction writer more than 300 years ago.
50 years ago, television became a household reality, and with it, dozens of wonderful science fiction programs. Television shows that have entertained, amazed, astonished, and even enlightened us. I'm William Shatner.
And it is a great pleasure to meet you, sir. I am Leonard Nimoy. And we welcome you to the Museum of Television and Radio special, Science Fiction, A Journey into the Unknown.
Joining us on this journey later this evening, Carrie Fisher, Princess Leia of Star Wars, and Dean Cain, Superman from Lois and Clark. So let's start our journey and sample what lies in store for us this evening.
There's got to be some mistake.
This happens to be the Twilight Zone.
I will not be pushed, filed, stamped, indexed, briefed, debriefed, or numbered.
Two parallel worlds.
2, 1, 1.
You are under arrest.
Destroy.
In the early 1950s, science fiction television was aimed at kids. I'm Dean Cain. On Saturday mornings, those kids lucky enough to even own a television set were spellbound by the thrilling exploits of space heroes like Flash Gordon and Buck Rogers. Kids didn't care that the spaceships and space weapons looked more like kitchen utensils, or that the costumes were corny. To them, the early space television shows were a window to worlds beyond, and they gladly looked on. Influenced by the success of science fiction radio and film in the 30s and 40s, television launched its own brand of hero. Here is a short sample of what you might find on Saturday mornings in the 1950s.
Space Patrol! High adventure in the wild, vast reaches of space. Missions of daring in the name of interplanetary justice. Travel into the future with Buzz Corey, Commander-in-Chief of the Space Patrol!
Android, attack. Android, attack.
From here, Corey, you go no place at all. As I said, Corey, from here you go no place at all.
Captain Video! Captain Video to Sam Screed. Captain Video to Sam Screed. I read you, over.
Calling Captain Video aboard the Galaxy.
This is Captain Video. What is it, Screed?
This is Sam Screed aboard the Orion.
Yes, I read you, Everett. How did you manage to get free?
Let's not play game questions and answers, Captain. All I want from you is the answer to one question. How is Captain Video going to feel when he learns that I, Dr. Foley, his bitterest enemy, has also reached the outer limits?
Corbett, Space Cadet.
Hi, gang. You know this new rocket scout we're about to speed test is really something.
Space Academy, USA, in the year 2354 A.D. The world beyond tomorrow.
Hiya, Tom. Roger. I didn't know you fellas were aboard this ship.
Just having a look around. What are you doing here?
Same thing.
She's a beautiful ship, isn't she?
Sure is.
I can hardly wait for the speed trial tomorrow. 3, 2, 1, 0! So until next fall, when we hope to blast off with you again, spaceman's luck to you all.
Okay, Venus?
Okay, Steve.
Right. Let's go.
Kids television in the early 60s came with strings attached. Puppets were launched into outer space with the help of a process called supermarionation.
Worry, Steve Zodiac. Unlike Earthmen, we do not make mistakes.
That's what you think.
I guess I know now why they call you the greatest astronaut on Space Patrol.
I think you're cute, too. Space Patrol, this is Fireball XL5 returning to base. Mission complete. Over and out.
By 1965, science fiction on Saturday mornings took one small step for kids and one giant step for their parents when the first soap opera of the space age landed in prime time. Inspired by the children's classic Swiss Family Robinson, Irwin Allen's first television series became a kind of Space Family Robinson.
Truly inspiring.
6, 5, 4.
Based on the premise that Earth is too crowded, the family is sent on the first mission to colonize other worlds. Unfortunately, their mission is sabotaged by a stowaway who tampers with the family robot.
Hey, what are you doing there? You're not supposed to do that.
Destroy!
Well, of course, we don't know how far yet.
For several celestial seasons, we were all lost in space, as the pioneering Robinsons wandered from planet to planet, trying to find their way home.
Warning! Warning!
Don!
As of this moment, the spacecraft has passed the limits of our galaxy, hopelessly lost in space.
Affirmative.